Hey guys, this is Sage Valentine, and this is my review of Sleepyhollow Season 2, episode number 17, entitled Awakening. Once again, Sleepyhollow, another great episode. Shout out to Raven Metzner. Awesome. All I have to say about this episode is that it was shocking. It was crazy. I knew about the runaway slave type thing because of that leaked synopsis. Henry's death, though, kind of threw me for a loop. Frank Irving getting his soul back, pretty awesome. Jenny in the mix, I liked it. But the best part of the episode for me, besides Abby kicking butt and taking names as always, and Ichabod finally wising up, was Katrina embracing her dark side. Finally, she has fully embraced that dark side, and I am all here for it. This is the reason why we need a third season. Because I need a battle between Katrina and Abby. Because that one put Abby in a precarious situation to the point whereas Abby is basically sitting in a jail cell. All because Katrina decided that she wanted to change history. She no longer wants Ichabod. She allowed her son to get shot and killed. Didn't even try to save him and figured, I can go back and I can save Jeremy. What she does not realize, because Katrina is not thinking straight, and someone on Twitter was mentioning that necklace she had around her neck, so I'm thinking maybe that one's messing with her head. But messing with the past will affect the future. So there are rumors like going around about if something happens and Katrina does something foolish, perhaps Ichabod will forget that he was even married to Katrina, and perhaps in the third season he could probably be courting Abby. This is not wishful thinking for me, but this would make a hell of a lot of sense. Or things would be completely reset to the point whereas they are back to the apocalypse and they're fighting and they're going to get to that point and Moloch could come back and we will get to see the 4 horsemen instead of 1.5, because that's the one thing I thought that was missing from the mid-season finale was all 4 horsemen. That's why I didn't believe that the apocalypse was truly, happening and truly over even after Moloch was dead, because that whole thing ignites with the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So many things, so many possibilities could happen if we get a third season. And I don't know whether or not Fox is going to see this. I feel responsible as well for tweeting the crap out of the following when they were in trouble of getting renewed for a third season, and for Hannibal and for many other shows like Extant and Under the Dome. I was a part of those campaigns to make sure to save those shows. Right now I'm trying to save Stalker on a side note, but it's not looking good for Stalker at all, which is breaking my heart. But anyway, I have always thought that Katrina was evil. If you've watched my reviews, if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I've always thought Katrina was a little bit suspect. And this episode proved that. And she's embracing that dark side. And I'm loving it. Her storyline, to me, is interesting now. As I've said before, you don't have to save her. She's good. Frank Irving, though. Frank Irving as a demon was something else. And I liked it. Although I didn't like the whole yin and yang with Frank. I'm glad now that since Henry's dead, Frank is back to his old self again. Another thing is that we were able to learn about Ichabod and how Ichabod basically cracked the Liberty Bell. And I am not surprised because Ichabod is just always up to something, always doing something, and that is why I love him so much. I thought it was cute with those different scenes of Ichabod in the cat bookstore. And he was just fangirling or fanboying over those books. And then there was the scene with, who was it? Oh, Ichabod in the hardware store, and he was totally like a kid in a candy store. I loved it. But I really wish tonight was like a double episode like it was last season, because I'm ready to see that finale, because I've read all those blogs and all those things, and they're saying that this finale is a game changer. And if it changes the game the way that everybody's saying, then the demand for season 3 will truly go up. If you guys are not caught up on, abreast of, hashtag renew Sleepy Hollow, it's about time that people start telling Fox on Twitter, Instagram, Google+, Facebook, let them know that you love this show and you do not want this show to be canceled, because I sure don't. Not at all. I've invested way too much time in this show. This is one of the few fandoms that I'm really into. Next to The Walking Dead and The Following and Hannibal. This is one of those that really is near and dear to my heart. And I really don't want the show, to end up on Netflix as one of those gems that a lot of people either didn't watch or they neglected, and then they watch it and it's getting 5 stars when there was so much more of a story to tell. For those of you who don't know, the fandom was completely divided for the past couple weeks. I tried to avoid any conversation about it, but it was basically like 90% of the fandom against like 5% of people who are pro Katrina, and there were like 5% who were just like, I don't care, I just want another season. But the 5% that were into Katrina seemed a little upset that Katrina's storyline was changing, and they were blaming the other 90%, calling them shippers and thugs and just all these weird and just angry and evil and negative things from writing like anonymous messages on their Tumblr pages and tweeting people rude things and stuff like that. Like, it was just a mess. And then they're saying that, like, without Katrina, the storyline and the show is just going to fall apart and everything. But we haven't made it to the end, so we can't say if Katrina's going to die or not, even though Katya Winter has done or has been interviewed quite a few times, and she has alluded to quite a few things. I don't think she's going to outright tell you if she's going to get killed off or not, but I don't see her getting killed off, because now the witnesses have a true adversary. The same adversary that I have been suspect of for a very long time. For the most part, as I said before, I'm really invested in this show. I love it, and I just want everybody to tweet hashtag renew Sleepy Hollow and just let people know, because apparently the fandom for the most part has, I guess, waned a little bit with the storyline, but things are changing, things are getting better, and I think that a lot of people are going to love it like I've been loving it for the past couple episodes. So until next time, you all take care. Sage Valentine here. Don't forget to rate this video, comment, and subscribe to my brand of crazy. Also, don't forget to check out my Twitter and Google+, Sage Valentine. Until next time, that finale is going to be something. I can't wait to see it. And if you need me, I'm going to continue to tweet hashtag renew Sleepy Hollow until I literally get inches close to claw hand or carpal tunnel. So until next time, you guys take care. I love you all. Bye, guys. Bye.